the first thing I want to say is this. If you're with someone who's truly depressed, deeply struggling inside, then the first step is simple. Help them get help. If that means antidepressants, then yes, and give them that chance. Because once they're gone, there's no help left to give. See, when you're suffering, or truly suffering, you have an obligation to yourself to hold on, to grab whatever rope life throws your way, no matter where it comes from. I tell my clients this all the time. When you're drowning, it's not the time to decide which rope looks best. Just grab it. Don't reject any possible way out. Because when you're that far down, you don't always get a second chance. And you know what? Antidepressants help a lot of people. There are real scientific reasons behind it. So if society hands you a tool, and it works, take it. Forget your doubts, forget your pride, take it. Now that's just one part of the story. Because most of the time, when I see people who are lost in depression, there's a deeper layer beneath it. A lack of structure, a lack of order. Think of the story of Peter Pan, the boy who never wanted to grow up. He's a king, yes, but the king of Neverland, a place that doesn't even exist. And being king of nothing doesn't help you live in the real world. Many who suffer from depression are stuck there, living without enough order, lost in chaos. And when life has no order, it starts to crush you. That's why when someone tells me they're depressed, I ask them simple, powerful questions. Do you have a job? Because if you don't, that's the first storm to face. Without work, without rhythm, your days lose shape. There's no reason to wake up, no reason to sleep on time. Your body's natural rhythm, your clock of life, starts to fall apart. And when that happens, depression doesn't need a reason anymore, it just arrives. Especially when your afternoons turn into naps, and your nights into restless scrolling. That's how the light inside begins to fade. You know what's missing in most people's lives? Purpose. Because without purpose, people crumble. And this isn't just some idea or theory. We know how the human brain works. We know how positive emotion is built. And here's the truth. Your happiness doesn't come from what you get. It comes from what you're becoming. It's not the trophy that gives you joy. It's every small step that takes you closer to it. It's seeing that things are moving forward. That you're moving forward. That's what lights up your brain. That's what gives you life. People think happiness is the celebration after victory, but it's not. It's the battle, the progress, the pursuit of something that matters. You see this all the time. Someone finishes their PhD, or finally reaches a dream they've worked on for years. And instead of feeling on top of the world, they feel empty. They think, what's wrong with me? I should be happy. But the truth is, they've lost their direction. The fire wasn't in the finish line. It was in the chase. That's how our minds are wired. Most of your positive emotion is goal pursuit emotion. That's why people chase after temporary highs. Drugs, distractions, instant pleasures. Because they imitate that feeling of progress. But it's fake, it fades. Without purpose, you lose your spark. Without structure, your life starts to collapse. No job, no rhythm, no friends, no connection. No goals, no direction. And when that happens, chaos takes over. You lose the reasons to wake up, and the world slowly stops making sense. I've seen people like this, lost, depressed, drowning in layers of problems. No job, no close relationships, health falling apart, and sometimes addiction on top of it. And I'll tell you the truth. If you've got 3 or more of those problems at once, it's like being trapped in quicksand. You try to fix one thing, and another pulls you back down. So where do you start? You start small. You start practical. Don't chase the perfect job, just get a job. Something to give your days shape. Find a few good friends, real ones. Step into the world again. Try to build an honest relationship. Because these are the pillars your life stands on. Without them, everything falls apart. That's how you rebuild stability, piece by piece. But remember this too. You can't just force yourself into order. You can't bully your own mind into obedience. That doesn't last. Instead, learn to negotiate with yourself. Don't demand perfection, ask for progress. Each morning, try this. Say to yourself, I want today to matter. I want to go to bed tonight without guilt, without that feeling that I wasted another day. Then ask, what can I actually do today that I'm willing to do? That's the secret. Start from what you will do, not what you should do. And if you do that, step by step, you'll find something incredible happens. You'll start to trust yourself again. You'll start to feel alive again. Because purpose isn't something you find once. It's something you build every single day. So once you've asked yourself, I want to have a good day today, the next question is simple but powerful. What would I actually have to do to make that happen? That I'm willing to do? And here's where it gets interesting. If you practice that honestly for just 3 or 4 days, your brain will start answering back. It'll whisper things like, hey, that one assignment you've been avoiding for weeks, it'll only take 10 minutes. Do it, get it off your back. And when you finally do it, you'll feel a small spark of relief, of control. That's not random. That's your mind learning to trust you again. See, that's the key. You have to teach yourself to negotiate with yourself. Don't be your own tyrant. Don't force, don't bully. Ask, what can I do today that actually moves me forward even a little bit? Because when someone's deeply depressed, and I ask them, what are your goals? They often say, I don't have any. So I tell them, then pick the least painful, least objectionable goal you can find and start acting it out. Because sometimes your emotions are so broken, so tangled, that you can't wait to feel ready. You have to act first. You act before you believe, and the belief catches up later. That's how you start healing, through motion, not waiting. But here's a truth many don't want to hear. Not everyone actually wants to get better. Sometimes there are hidden rewards in staying broken. The attention, the pity, or the silent satisfaction of proving your family right. When they expected you to fail, you have to let go of that. Because healing begins the moment you choose to move, not when the world does it for you. So if you truly want to get better, start with one small concrete step, something you can control. And once you find that, once you take that first step, you'll realize something powerful. Small, repeated wins build unstoppable momentum. That's not just motivational fluff, it's behavioral truth. Progress compounds. Every tiny act of improvement rewires your brain to believe that better is possible, and this isn't just theory. It's something great thinkers have seen for centuries. Alexander Solzhenitsyn, the Russian writer who suffered in prison camps, once said, you can always see what's wrong with your life and just look honestly. And once you see it, you can start fixing it. But fix what you can, not what you can't. Too many people try to rebuild the whole world when they can't even make their bed or clean their room. They want to fix the global economy, but can't take care of their own habits. That gap between what you preach and what you live, that's where depression grows. So start small. Start where you are. Clean your space, organize your mind, take one real step, because order on the outside builds strength on the inside. And that's where real change begins. If you really start to pay attention, you'll notice something powerful. The world around you, it speaks to you. It shows you exactly what needs fixing. The problem is most of us don't listen. But if you slow down, if you open your eyes, you'll see those little corners of chaos whispering at you. That unmade bed, that cluttered desk, that one task you keep avoiding. They yell at you. And that's not metaphor. That's how your mind works. Let me explain. There was a classic experiment. 2 groups of students. Each group was given a simple test filled with random words. But here's the twist. One test had words related to being old, and the other had words related to being young. When the test was done, the students who had seen the old words literally walked slower back to the elevator. They didn't even know they were doing it. Think about that. Their environment, just a few words, changed the rhythm of their body. And this experiment has been repeated again and again. It shows something profound. You are unbelievably sensitive to the story your environment tells you, because your world isn't just made of objects. It's made of meaning. When you look around, you don't see carpets or patterns. You see what you can use, what you can move through. You see chairs because you can sit on them. You see stairs because you can walk down them. You see tools, not things. You perceive purpose, not just shapes. That's how we're wired. We are tool-using, meaning-making creatures. And if you truly pay attention to your surroundings, which, by the way, are an extension of you, your environment will constantly be giving you signals. It's always showing you what to do next. All you have to do is listen, and then decide, do you actually want to do it? Because that's the real battle, not knowing what to do, but choosing to do it. When I started studying ancient myths, I realized something life-changing. Every great story and every hero's journey teaches the same truth. Life can be so meaningful that it justifies the suffering, and that idea hit me like lightning. Because it's not the fake optimism you hear from people saying, just be happy. No, happiness is not the goal. Meaning is, because meaning is what gives you the strength to walk through suffering and still keep going. I'm telling you right now, anyone who says life is about being happy is lying to you. Because one day life will hit you so hard, you won't even know what happened. And in that moment, you won't be happy. You'll be broken, gasping for strength, trying to understand why. If life was only about happiness, then what's the point of living through pain, through loss, through chaos? What do you do when happiness disappears? No, life isn't meant to be happy. Happiness is a blessing and a gift, and when it comes, cherish it. Enjoy it, because it's grace, something far beyond your control. But meaning is something you build, and you can feel it when you're doing something that matters. Everyone can. So why don't people chase meaning all the time? It seems obvious, right? Do what's meaningful, not what's easy. But it's hard, because meaning demands sacrifice. It demands you go against what others expect. It demands you fight. And for years I kept wondering, why don't people choose meaning? Then I finally understood. We all have two choices. Choice number one, nothing you do means anything. That's the philosophy of meaninglessness. It's dark, it's empty, it's painful. But there's one strange comfort in it. If nothing matters, then you're free from responsibility. You can sit still, waste your days, and say, well, none of it matters anyway. You suffer, yes, but at least you don't have to try. Choice number two, everything you do matters. Every action, every word, every decision, it all carries weight. If you betray someone, you tilt the world just a little more toward evil. If you do what's right, you push it toward the good. And that means your choices are real, your mistakes are real, your impact real. That's a heavy truth to carry, because if you accept that everything matters, then you also accept that you are responsible. Responsible for the pain you cause. Responsible for the good you could have done. Responsible for the world you helped create, with every single act. And that's not easy. That's weight. That's meaning. So ask yourself, do you want that? Do you want a life that's safe, empty, and meaningless? Or one that's heavy, difficult, and but real? Because the moment you choose meaning over comfort, responsibility over excuses, you stop being a victim of life and start becoming the reason it's worth living.